Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the London Black Knights. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Now, Barney!
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to air it out. It got his man complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there on the first play of the game. 59 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the run.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Hurry up, here we go.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Gone, 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 gone.
A first carry now for Alex Collins. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Set, green, 39.
On play action, they'll throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it. Not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Buying time to his left. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a give to Collins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Well, he's picking up where he left off last week. A tackle for loss there. And remember, coming off the end a week ago, 4 of them.
And I like how you said picking up, because that means he's probably using his hands really well. I know people don't think about it a whole lot. He's got to use those to control the people trying to block him, shed them, and get to the ball carrier in the offensive backfield.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Back to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Leopard! Leopard! Check. Presto!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at third and a few inches.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it's got to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Second and goal from the 1.
Black 99 Philly, here we go. 53's the mic, 53, check.
They'll look to throw, and that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd and short.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And New York set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
No, check, Patriot.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
No, check, Patriot.
He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now he's going to go deep down the left, and the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are in for 6. Extra point try for Gostkowski. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 14-7. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried it deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Being chased out left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now. Back deep, it's Odell Beckham. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustment time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this will be scooped up by the defense. Not the trend he wanted to start the season. With a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now back out comes the offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Always got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Look to throw here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
The offense on third down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Collins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Now back to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They'll set up a throw. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Back to throw here. And incomplete here on third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them.
Right, now,
not easily
56.
done.
Lucky 56.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Gone! Detroit!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. And here now the offense heading back out there. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. Space to maneuver at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Gone! Hey. You got three. Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Buying time to his left. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. A gain of 39 that time.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his, and it's caught. Touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, look at the juke. And now running right through him. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Willie Henry in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
3 down. Check. Lucky. All right, now, Lucky 56. Gun.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down to Barkley on the check down. And he'll go down at the 28. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And Gostkowski's kick is good. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17, as it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
And wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Check that guy.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And they'll run it here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Gun! Hurry up, here we go. 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Bus formation. Now let's go. Blue 90. Right here, over there, right? Let me choose the mic. Get ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Black 99 Philly, here we go. Hot. Check 24. No. Check. Patriot. Hot.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside. inside the 40. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Hot.
Back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The offense on 3rd down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
So here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll rifle this one deep right. That's caught at the 25. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract. And that's caught at the 25. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on 1st down. Steps up, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Going left side here, and it's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Looking to throw. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Escapes the defender, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Set. Green 39. Green.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
He'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. And on now is the punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Beckham the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Tim Williams makes the tackle.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll look to throw here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Rush it. Rush it. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
A handoff to Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's a give to Barkley. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
All right, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
3 down. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Barkley. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
4 down. Here we go now. Blue 90.
And a play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
Four down, all right, here we go. Boom.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Now hold on a second. Why would they decline that? Charles.
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Giants, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the home team here, despite the loss, they're going to finish the campaign at a sterling 13-3. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.